The best coverage of the Jazz, Utes, and Cougars is right here on The Zone. This is JJ and Alex on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
All right, let's start it all over again here. Logan Cooley. He's our guest right now this hour. We had some phone connection issues. Technology's a fickle friend. And here we are chatting with Logan Cooley again. Logan, last time we left you here, we were asking you about the trip up to Primary Children's Hospital today. And like we said, that's such a massive part of our community, that hospital that makes such a difference for so many of the kids in the community. You guys were able to go up as part of the NHL's initiative, too, to be able to make sure that people understand the fight that is going on with cancer, of course, and Hockey Fights Cancer this month. How big of a deal was it to dip in with some of those kids today?
Yeah, it's incredible. I think anytime you could, we're all super fortunate to be in the positions we are, and anytime you could give back and, just pay a visit, see, a smile on their faces, it really brightens up your day. And, it's great by the whole organization, the hospital, to be able to, do this together. And, it's something that we all get excited to do to, help make these kids' days and help in any way we can. It's truly special.
It seems like everybody's got somebody they know that is in that fight, and obviously that's something that the NHL is doing something about here in November with Hockey Fights Cancer Month. Are there any stories or anybody in your life who you've experienced that with, and who you fight for?
I'm fortunate enough to, not have anyone super close to me be affected by it, but just hearing, different stories of, different guys around the league and, just in general. Obviously, it's, not a great thing when people, get diagnosed with this disease. And, for me, it's just about, trying to give back in any way I can. And even just, if it's for a couple hours, like today, it's truly special to be able to go in and just see the excitement of the kids. And, obviously it's tough what they're going through. They don't, a lot of them just want to go home and live a normal life, but, it's just unfortunate to what some are going through. And like I said, it's just, I'm super happy to be in the position I am to be able to give back and help in any way I can.
Yeah, it's a hospital. It means a lot in our community. We've done a lot of so many events in our telethon that we have every year with Intermountain Health and Primary Children's Hospitals. Huge for us too. It's a place that means a lot to all of us. And we used to live up by the hospital, so that was the place we'd have to take our kids just for even the minor stuff. And it's just awesome to have that resource in our community. And the Hockey Fights Cancer initiative is awesome, and so we appreciate you guys being able to be a part of that. I want to talk a little bit about what happened last night with the energy level of that team, and it felt different right from the get-go. Does it feel like that for you guys too when you're playing? We do feel like we're playing with a different level of intensity.
Yeah, definitely. I think, like I was saying, the games before the past two, we weren't winning battles. We weren't doing the things that make us successful, the little things that give us a chance to win every night. And I think the past two games are just a little glimpse of, the team we could be in. Game when we're doing the little things, whether that's going to the net, managing the puck the right way. We're a tough team to beat. And, we know it's only been two games. It's all about consistency in this league. And these past two games are something that we need to continue to build off of and put into the next game.
You and Gunther have this incredible chemistry we're watching, and when you guys are on the same line, I mean, it's undeniable. Your record this year is 11-5 when you and Gunther are on the same line, and 1-6 when you're separated. Why is that, and how have you guys been able to develop such a great chemistry on the ice in such a short period of time relative in the league?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've just read off each other really well. I think when, it's nice that you get to come into the league with, another guy around your age, young guys kind of learning and growing up together. So, I've been fortunate to play with him this being the third year now, and I think over time you continue to learn where each other likes to be on the ice, what their tendencies are and how they like to play. So, it's only going to continue to get better, but I think, this year we've taken a pretty good step of, really building a lot of chemistry. And, I think when you could build chemistry with someone in this league, it gives you an advantage. And, I love playing with them. It's awesome. And I think, just our speed too, we generate a lot of speed. We like to play fast. And, last game, I thought we did that throughout the whole game, and that's when we got our chances.
Logan Cooley joining us on JJ and Alex. Last night, of course, the 5-1 win over Vegas. It was huge for you guys. Now you've strung together a couple wins in a row. When you guys are in the locker room, and obviously there's guys with C's on their chests, and that's Clayton Keller, the captain, and you think about guys who have that role as veterans and leaders. Who speaks up in the locker room, and is that a role that you like, or do you like to just kind of lead out there on the ice, or is there somebody in particular who gets out there and says, hey, and gets after folks, and how does that work in an NHL or in this particular locker room with you guys in leadership?
Yeah, I think we're fortunate to have a ton of great leaders on this team. You don't have to wear a letter to be a leader, and it starts with our captain, with Keller, and Sergachev, Ian Cole, guys that have been in the league for a little bit and have won championships. I wouldn't say me personally I'm the loudest guy in the locker room. I'm more of a guy that likes to lead by example on the ice of trying to play the right way, and helping the team win. But like I said, coming up as the young guy, I've been really fortunate to have a lot of great leaders, guys that have mentored me really well and developed me into kind of learning the side of the leadership role. And as a young kid, you don't really know that aspect of the game much, but as you start to be around these guys that have won before and have been around many great leaders, it's awesome to see. And when those guys speak up, you're definitely listening and trying to learn as much as you can from them.
The 82-game NHL season is long, and you can't get caught up on every win and loss. But when you go through a period of time when you've lost 9 of 11 games, you guys are human, fans are human, everybody wants to win. What's it like for you guys on the team? I think fans would like to get some insight on what it's like for you guys when you're going through that. How much does it mean to you, and how much does it crush you guys when you're having those kind of spells? Because you know how bad the fans want you to win those games.
Yeah, like you said, it's such a long year. There's, a ton of ups and downs, adversity, stuff that, brings you down a little bit. But you have to have that mindset where, you after that game, you learn it and take as much information as you can from it and try to build off it and fix things up quickly. We all want to win. We would love to win every game. That's just, not going to happen every game. So I think for us, we've done a really good job of kind of maturing this year. I think there's been times maybe last year where we'd get down on ourselves and there was a ton of negativity, but I think, we weren't playing the right way we needed to. We figured that out. We switched it, and now, like you see, these past 2 games are truly the way we know to play. And, Vegas Golden Knights are easily a Stanley Cup contender. And, the way we played, we controlled most of the game. And, for us, that's how we need to play each and every game. And, there's going to be some games where you play your best, you probably deserve to win, but you end up not. And then there's going to be some games where, you didn't have your best and you end up winning. That's just the hockey side of things. And, but, like I said, these past 2 games are something to build off of and moving forward here.
Logan Cooley, 4 goals last night. And, of course, the Mammoth hit back at home tomorrow night. Tomorrow night you guys take on the Montreal Canadiens, and then you get a day of travel, get down to Dallas, take on the Stars, another massive matchup for you guys inside this Western Conference and inside your division. Do you get to sneak in some Thanksgiving, or what's going on? It's not technically, I guess, a day off because you guys are going to be traveling and stuff, but do you guys get to sneak in maybe a team meal together for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, definitely. I was fortunate to have my basically my whole family out here for the homestand, so it was nice to
awesome.
have all of them here, and we had a little bit of a Thanksgiving dinner, and I think later tonight Nate Schmidt's having everyone over for Thanksgiving, so it's nice to be able to enjoy these holidays too. You're so focused, and the season's so long, everything kind of feels like a blur, so it's nice to be able to enjoy some time together and kind of live kind of a life that everyone normally does, and be able to celebrate the holidays and just be around family, your friends, your teammates. So it's awesome that we still are able to kind of get some time here to do that, and some team bonding also.
Coles, we appreciate the extra time, man. Thanks for hanging out, and congrats on last night's win, and good luck. Stay healthy, man.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
There you
Thanks,
go.
Logan
Cooley. Nice enough to take some extra time there as we try to get the phone lines figured out. It was nice.
Yeah, so cool.
Man, what do you like? 4 goals in the NHL against the Golden Knights, and your family just so happens to be in town. Like that's a freaking that's a way to do it, right?
It's perfect.
Right before Thanksgiving.
And there's not many players in the NHL at his age that have been able to do that. So it was a pretty spectacular performance. And I wanted to ask him about that connection that he has with Gunther, because that's special.
That assist was as pretty as any of the goals he had last night.
Oh, my gosh. Well, everything they did together last night, if you're a Utah Mammoth fan, you're watching last night's game, that's what you picture Mammoth hockey is. Okay, last night was as good as it gets. That was awesome. And he's right. That team down in Vegas is a Stanley Cup contender, and they whipped them last night. And 4 days previous, it was the other way around. And to see them bounce back like that in a short period of time and turn out that kind of an effort on their home ice was pretty spectacular. But watching those two play together, there is something special about them together. And I don't know anything about hockey other than your general stuff. I'm not sitting here saying I'm an expert on who should play on the lines. Is what I'm saying. We'll leave that to Coach Bear. But how could you have them not on the same line ever again?
Yeah, and especially when you think about how long
they got to be together.
Think about how long they'll be able to be doing this too, potentially together, right?
Yeah.
Signed up for 8 and 7 years respectively.
The results are that the stats are clear.
Dang.
When they're on the same line together, this offense is very potent. When they're not, this team doesn't win. So hopefully that's the case moving forward. Keep Cools and Gunther on the same line the rest of the year, and this team should continue winning at a high rate.
For the next 8 years. Come on, man.
Amen. Thank you.
Just keep them together for the next 8 years. There's no problem.
Contractually, that's already done.
Yeah.
Which is, as a fan, you're like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because what you saw last night's what you're going to see for the next almost a decade, and I'm sure after that. I think this team's building into something special, and by the time their contracts are up, I imagine there's some pretty special things that would have occurred here with this team and this franchise in this town, and it's exciting to think about the possibilities.
Looking at the leaders across the league in goals scored, I'm pretty sure. I don't think this is updated on this one. I think he came in, he scored his first goal, and that put him at 10, which tied him for the team lead, and then he added 3 more, so he's at 13 for the season. And that puts him tied for 6th right now in the league of goals scored. So there you go. Yeah, Logan Cooley, 13. There you go. Man, it's that's pretty darn cool. You talk about guys who boy, Nathan McKinnon is just freaking good, isn't he? I think McKinnon might be my favorite player outside of Utah, man.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
For Colorado. Yeah. It's easy to be like, oh yeah, Connor McDavid, look at all the goals he's scoring. Nathan McKinnon's got 17 goals, and he's got 20 assists on top of it. Like, dude's already almost to 40 points. It's crazy. Macklin Celebrini's got 34 points. He's number 2 in the league in points scored.
Another interesting tidbit on Logan Cooley. He became the 7th player aged 21 or younger in the past 25 years to score 4
Who's
goals
on that
in a game.
list?
Patrick Lane, Connor McDavid, Austin Matthews, Sam Bennett, Tyler Seguin, and Thomas Hurdle.
Not a bad list. Well, and you could tell, and you could also tell some of the other big names in hockey. Be like, hey, I noticed you didn't score 4 goals under the age of 22.
Yeah,
No
I
problem.
guess you're not special like Logan Cooley.
All right, we'll take a break here. So what's the rest of their schedule look like though, real quick before we get out? Because I know they got the one at home on Wednesday, and then they hit the road to Dallas. That's freaking massive. That's a tough one.
Yeah, but those are the games that matter the most. Those division games are huge. They've got they got off to a great start in division this season. They're already ahead of the curve there, thanks to that nice streak they had earlier when they were playing St. Louis and Winnipeg and Minnesota. So they're off to a great start there. They got to continue that because those division games matter more than any of the other games. There's no doubt about that. But another tough road stretch. I mean, they play the Canadiens on Wednesday, and then they're on the road at Dallas, at St. Louis, at San Jose, at Anaheim, at Vancouver, and at Calgary. They're not home after Wednesday until December 8th. That's another long road stretch. This team has been on the road, it feels like, for the entire season. We've been lucky to get a game here and there here at Delta Center. They have been on the road a lot. I can't imagine there's a team after they get home from Calgary that's been on the road more. And if they're able to survive that stretch and still be in the mix, I think that it would be a tremendous accomplishment because that not only is that a tough schedule, but those are really good teams on that schedule. Anaheim has emerged as a playoff team. We know who St. Louis is after what they did last year, even though St. Louis's record is down, and of course Dallas. Vancouver's a big game, and then when they come back, they got games against teams like Florida and the Kings and the Pittsburgh Penguins. So a lot of exciting games coming up, but this stretch will be tough for them. Another tough, long road stretch.
Hey, by the way, tomorrow is a Win Ticket Wednesday, a pre-Thanksgiving edition of our Win Ticket Wednesdays. No big deal, just giving away a pair of tickets to see Nate Bargatze, the Big Dumb Eyes World Tour coming to Delta Center December 4th through the 6th. There are tickets still available at SeatGeek.com. Some of those shows sold out very quickly, but you can win them tomorrow all day long on the KSL Sports Zone. So just tune in all day for our Win Ticket Wednesday for some tickets to see Nate Bargatze. All right. I also want to mention, of course, this portion of the show brought to you by the good folks at Doug Smith. The Doug Smith dealerships in American Fork, Spanish Fork, and in Linden. Nobody knows cars like Doug. We'll take a break. We'll come back. When we do, we've got more around the corner, including some more tickets to give away for a Jazz Ticket Tuesday. We've got our NFL Blitz. Don't want to miss it. Stay here. 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
All the latest news and notes from the league and the locals in the NFL. JJ and Alex bring you the NFL Blitz on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
I mean, I love this music maybe more than anything we play on the show just because it feels like a warm blanket. However, there's something else I want you to hear right now. It's a Jazz Ticket Tuesday. You know what that means? That music gets taken over for us, throwing out the sounder, and your possibility of you being able to win some Jazz tickets to the Jazz this Friday against the Sacramento Kings. Let's get it going right now on a Jazz Ticket Tuesday.
It's Jazz Ticket Tuesday, and your chance to win tickets is right now.
Call this number now.
Call this number now.
Be caller number 12 at 801-575-ZONE. 801-575-ZONE. And you'll be on your way to Delta Center to see the Utah Jazz.
He fires the three. He hits. Oh, don't do me like that.
This is 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
801-575-ZONE. Calling number 12 right now on a Jazz Ticket Tuesday. Get themselves a pair of tickets to see the Jazz and the Sacramento Kings on Friday, November 28th at Delta Center. Go check it out for yourself. 801-575-ZONE. That's 801-575-9663. Thank heavens we had the Jazz game last night. Thank heavens we had the Mammoth. Because that Monday night game was an absolute friggin' dog.
Garbage.
It was terrible. Purdy's just handing the ball away, but at the same time, Panthers couldn't do a thing with it.
He threw 3 picks, and they won by double digits.
I know.
I don't get it.
It was, well,
Maybe I do.
The bummer is that's the 8th win for the 49ers, and, like, I'm watching this happen in slow motion. Annapolis, Are the Rams and the Seahawks going to get caught up again by the freaking 49ers for no reason? Oh, you have all the confidence in the world? Look at that look on his face.
I think we need to dig into that a little bit because interesting scenario happening here.
It's a 9-win Rams team.
There's 8 really good teams in the NFC, and only 7 can make it. So the Rams right now are 9-2. They have the best record in the NFC. They would be the NFC West champs. The Eagles, the NFC East champs at 8-3. The Chicago Bears right now, 8-3, would be the NFC North champs, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, because the Panthers didn't want to take it, are sliding at 6-5, but still they are the NFC South champs if the season ended today.
Well, and who knows what the injury is with Baker Mayfield. Doesn't look good.
He's in a sling. It doesn't look good, but I think it's just a shoulder sprain.
Teddy Bridgewater taking us to the promised land in the playoffs.
Not going to happen. But then that might. But one of those NFC South teams has to make the playoffs. So that leaves you with some interesting wild cards. Right now, your Seahawks are 8-3. The Green Bay Packers are 7-3-1. That tie is actually helping them right now. And coming in at number 7 is the San Francisco 49ers at 8-4. The Lions at 7-4 would be on the outside looking in right now.
That is super weird.
Which of those teams misses the playoffs? The Seahawks, Packers, 49ers, or Lions? Or does it end up being the Bears that hit a slide here? I think that's the team you look at. Are the Bears for real?
Well, at some point, in years like this where you start to learn how to win a little bit and you're kind of just on a little bit of a heater, it kind of goes for you. You get weird teams. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that they're as good as the Sam Darnold Vikings last year, who went 14-3. Like, that was a team that maybe had the craziest regular season for a team that was not really a postseason team. They got to the postseason, they did not look like they should.
Most forgettable
they should have belonged.
14-win team in NFL history.
Wild, right?
Yeah. And
yet there's part of me that goes, okay, what are the 49ers going to be? They're missing Fred Warner, their best defensive player, arguably.
Don't forget
right?
Bosa.
And then Bosa's out. So you got one of the best defenses in the league that has two All-Pros gone.
Right.
How long does that last for them to be able to keep it going? Did Jennings throw a punch at somebody last night too?
Yeah, he sure did. There was a post-game fight.
I love it. They're like, hey, we're going to need you for the rest of the year. You're like, I love that. I love that. I'm going to miss the next game.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he might get hit with a 1-game suspension or something. I mean, I don't know what they're going to come up with.
Yeah.
But either way, the 49ers seem like they're a little bit more fake. It's crazy because in a year like this, the Seahawks actually look more legit than the 49ers do. I agree. Is that
the injuries on defense for the 49ers, but the 49ers defensively were great last night.
Yeah.
Now, I think
the Panthers
that may
great.
have more to do with the quarterback on the other side, to be quite honest.
How dare you? He's having a great year. Come on. I mean, comparatively.
But they played really good defense last night, regardless of the situation. So I believe in the 49ers. I think the 49ers make the playoffs. I really do believe it's the Bears that are going to tumble because I look at the schedule. They're at the Eagles this week. They're at the Packers the following week.
Wait, who are?
Da Bears.
Okay, yeah. Okay, keep going.
Okay.
I like this.
And then they're at home against the Browns.
What is this?
That's a good defense right there.
I think you
Bob, I don't think they're going to beat the Browns.
You brought it back around because it sounded almost Irish for a second there.
And then that team up north, whose name we won't mention, they play them again the following week. And then they got to go out to San Francisco and play the 49ers. I don't know. I don't think they're going to win that game either. So, and then they got to finish the season against the Lions at home, Bob.
2 heart attacks.
Yeah, I think that Ben Johnson's going to have a heart attack by the time they get to that Lions game. I don't think that's going to happen for them either. So I'm looking at, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses for the Bears. Then they're going to miss the playoffs.
Thank heavens.
That'd put them at 8 losses.
I would say
thank heavens. They've been great.
Thank heavens that your Chicagoan impersonation was.
I know what you're saying. Sorry, that'll never happen again.
I love it. Are you kidding? We got to have more the Bear stock,
1, 2, 3, 4. I think they lose 5 of their next 6 games.
That'd be a real shame.
Do you got them winning any of those?
The thing is, the league is so friggin' weird. You just can when you as soon as you think teams are going to be bad
look
again.
At their wins.
So who have they beaten?
The Cowboys.
They crushed
at home.
They crushed the Cowboys,
though,
right?
They won at the Raiders. They beat the Commanders by 1.
Ooh.
They beat the Saints. They beat the Bengals. They beat the Giants. They beat the Vikings, and they beat the Steelers. I think we found something here, Bob.
Yeah, not necessarily the strongest of
Not
schedules.
a murderer's row of
No,
NFL,
no.
but then everything changes starting this week.
But again, like I said, you know the NFL's funny. I mean, you get these teams week to week, and they'll win games, man. We're watching this game on TV. The Maui Invitational's up on the screen. USC's playing Seton Hall, and USC has this Rodney Rice who's got 27 points. He has gotten a separated shoulder, like a shoulder coming out of the socket twice in the game. And the trainer, and by the way, ESPN, we don't need to see him putting it back in. Don't go to, and they're going to the corner, and you've seen this before. Tell me where they play at the Lahaina Civic Center, which is at basically a JC. What's the name of that school out there? Chaminade? Chaminade hosts every year, and it's basically a high school gym, and so he has to go to the corner of this high school gym where the USC trainer is popping it back in, and you're watching it go back, that back into the old shoulder socket, and you're like, I don't need to see that, all right? Don't show me that anymore. My favorite thing is that Chaminade plays in this tournament every year, too. Don't they?
Oh, yeah.
They don't just host it. They play in that thing.
Absolutely, they do.
They're like, hey, everybody, North Carolina's coming to town. Put up a fight, would you? They never do.
Who'd they upset?
Have they ever won it?
I doubt it.
Chaminade, best upset in Maui Invitational history. I want to see here. Let me see here. Oh, they beat Texas in 2012. That was their best win.
There you
Now,
go.
they did beat number 1 ranked Virginia before the tournament actually began. So this was just like they came out and then they lost.
They've only won 8 times in the Invitational's history.
Hey, there you go.
That goes back to 1984.
Yeah.
They beat Davidson that year.
Beating Virginia in 1982 was the thing that actually got the Maui Invitational off the ground.
Isn't that
Is
crazy?
what they said. So there you go.
Okay, there you go.
But yeah, they beat Texas in 2012.
They got Cal in 2017.
Villanova in 2003. Oklahoma in 2010. And then they beat Stanford in 1992. Those are the biggest wins in Chaminade history at the Maui Invitational.
That's
Just
all
in
you
case
need.
you're
That's
wondering.
all you ever wanted to know about the Maui Invitational.
All right there.
in the NFL Blitz.
I'm watching it and I was like, why are they're still showing it? And honestly, this trainer doesn't know.
They're showing Popeye's chicken on that same TV right now. I'm much more interested in that.
This trainer for USC has no idea that ESPN is following him into the corner of the gym, and you're like, watch out. Maybe he's gonna pop that shoulder in, then give him a couple of shots of the Novocaine there, or the lidocaine. What do they do? What do they give him?
Lidocaine?
I don't know what they give him. I can't remember what they give him. What do they give him?
I have no idea what they're shooting.
Toradol. Pow. All right. We'll take a break.
Lidocaine's for a tooth, right?
I don't know.
What do
Some
I know?
pain-killing something, rather. All right. Hey, we'll take a break. We'll come back. When we do return, we're anticipating top of the hour, of course, the college football playoff rankings live. They're going to roll that thing out on ESPN, and we will roll it out to you as soon as they roll it out to us. All right? And we're going to have live reactions, and we'll talk about how friggin' ridiculous that thing ends up. But yeah, I think we know. We kind of see the writing on the wall.
There's only one team that could move, and we know who that is.
Unfortunately, it affects us here locally. But you have a more negative attitude about it than I do.
It's not negative. It's just real.
I think the committee is full of reasonable people. I know that Mark Harlan has to check his allegiances at the door, now that he's in the committee. But maybe he goes, well, hold on a minute. Tell me about Miami again. At least he can ask and go, now give it to me straight about Miami being better than Utah again. It's not just, hey, are you better than Utah in your mind? It's also, tell me why they should jump them this week. After both teams won, after Utah's 2 losses are to 2 top 11 ranked teams. Tell me again why Miami should be in. I'm interested. If you're Mark Harlan, ask the question. Or if you're any of the other smart people who they allegedly put together in this room. Yeah, I want to know what they figure out here, man. Let's go. Okay, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We've got our top 10 next. It's going to be a Thanksgiving edition of Top 10. So stay right here with us. More to go. 97.5 EKSL Sports Zone.
Complete game coverage of the Cougars is right here on the KSL Sports Zone. It doesn't get much bigger than this as the Cougars look to earn a spot in the Big 12 title game as they take on UCF in Provo. Your home for the best coverage of Cougar football is right here on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. You're locked on to JJ and Alex on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Welcome back, everybody. JJ and Alex, 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone. Happy Tuesday to you. Love hearing Jimi Hendrix, man. Seattle native. Shout out. So Hendrix and Kurt Cobain, same cemetery in Seattle. A lot of people.
Yes, I've heard that.
People like to go out and visit. That was like in high school, I think we went, and then you're like, wow, here we are. All right, see you guys.
Yeah, kind of weird, right? It's
Well, then you're sitting there and you're going, well, this is creepy.
Cemetery.
Well, and you're also like these guys, wow, what beaming examples these humans were before they left this life too early.
How many Seattle frontmen have we lost? A lot. It's kind of sad.
Go just
Chris Cornell, Lane Staley.
I know. Do the quick deep dive too.
It's a lot.
Into also just that people at the age of 27 musicians
Isn't
in the
that
past.
crazy?
Wild.
Janis
Bonkers.
Joplin, Jimi Hendrix,
Amy Winehouse. Yeah.
Morrison.
Yeah, Jim Morrison.
Yep.
Same. And all not really of what we'd call natural causes. You know?
No. Not old age.
Hey, guess what? It's Thanksgiving on Thursday, JJ. Now you're headed out of town in the next couple of days, so I'm gonna have our top 10 Thanksgiving edition of Top 10 right here. I'm gonna have our producer Alex Napolis dive in as well. Now, this top 10 list is off of a as of today, like a 2025. I wouldn't call it a study. I would just call it a survey. But a 2025 survey has given us a top 10 most consumed Thanksgiving sides. I don't know if that's per pound or how we do it, but I will say this. Extra points if you can get the order of where they're at here. So, but again, we're just going with the top 10. Top 10 most consumed Thanksgiving sides. Now, I'll give you a hint because the things that are not on the list are butternut squash soup.
Of course.
Okay.
That should not be on any list ever.
Now, this is an interesting one because the list that I have also in front of me right now are the most are non-traditional sides that you should consider. Now, crab cakes popped up. I don't know if that's going to be something that we do here in Utah. If you're landlocked and you're getting crab cakes.
Crab cakes here?
I mean, I think you can probably cobble something together.
Not aware of it.
But do you want to cobble together crab cakes? No. I was going to say one of the things that's brought up is, and that didn't make the list, and I thought this was a good one, is bacon wrapped asparagus. That sounds pretty dope. All right. I would consider it. Arugula salad.
I prefer Texas Twinkies.
Now, tell me about the Texas Twinkie.
That's a jalapeno wrapped in bacon.
Oh, there you go.
And cream cheese.
Like a popper kind of.
Basically.
Yeah.
But wrapped in bacon.
This one says arugula salad is a great option. Miss me with the arugula salad on a Thursday.
Should salad be on any of these lists?
I mean, the only salad I want on this list is the pretzel salad, which, of course, we all know is not a salad. Are you familiar with the pretzel salad? Oh, my heavens.
No.
It's the number one thing that I love at my house.
What's the pretzel salad?
So you bake a bunch of crushed up pretzels with butter in a baking sheet.
You had me at butter.
Okay. You put it in the bottom of a 13 by 9.
Okay.
And then here's the mix that goes up on top of it. It's a cream cheese and whipped cream mix that you put over the top of that. Okay. Then you're hitting it with raspberry Jell-O on top of that.
Oh, okay.
With the frozen raspberries that end up
the pretzel Jell-O
kind of gluing it up. Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's a salad. It's healthy.
Right.
I mean, I'll eat 7 pounds of that if I'm not careful.
7 pounds.
I'm not kidding.
Hey, is anyone hosting some kind of eating contest? I would like to watch you eat 7 pounds of this.
I can't. I would. This would be the one thing that Salt Lake City Phallus would call me on and be like, hey, we saw you had trouble.
We can no longer endorse our product.
They're like, look, we could.
We're ending our relationship with you.
We had some version.
7 pounds of this.
I know. We had some version of like of the bat signal, but it was just your A1C level that was just blasted onto the side of a mountain. We're concerned about you. So yeah. Anyway, top 10 most consumed sides on a Thanksgiving in the United States in 2025.
Okay.
On your mark, get set, go.
Mashed potatoes, stuffing,
Ding, ding.
mac and cheese,
Ding.
Yams, sweet potatoes.
Ooh, ding.
I already said mac and cheese. Funeral potatoes.
That's a Utah. I bet that's the top in Utah. But
Yeah. Jello. No.
Collard greens.
Oh,
Though
salad.
very
Just
good.
regular salad.
No.
No salad. Okay. Potato salad. No. All right. Oh gosh, what's left?
Gosh, have you ever had Thanksgiving in the United States
Pie?
of America? That's not a side.
Green bean salad.
Hold on. Ding.
Okay.
Well, casserole. We call it a casserole. But
Green bean casserole.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got it.
Regular casserole.
Just regular.
Just a casserole.
What's it made out of?
I don't know.
Just water.
Marshmallows.
Water and casserole.
What else do you eat on Thanksgiving?
Napolis, you guys are the worst.
I said stuffing. I said mashed potatoes.
I guess those are the only ones you need. There you go. All right. So number one.
Fill in the gaps for me. What did I miss?
So for the first time in 10 years, stuffing has eclipsed mashed potatoes for the number one.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't hate it. My father-in-law's stuffing is actually my favorite stuffing that we get. He does like a sage sausage situation.
Ooh, yeah, you got put sausage in there for sure.
So stuffing, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes,
Yep, got that.
mac and cheese,
Yes, got that.
green bean,
Got that.
cranberry sauce.
Oh, that's a side?
I know. I thought the
Isn't
same
that
thing.
what you put on your
I thought the same thing.
stuffing? That's
I think it's just by per poundage that we consume it. Gravy's on the list.
what?
Bread /
Whoa,
dinner
whoa, whoa,
rolls.
whoa, whoa,
You didn't
whoa,
say
whoa.
dinner rolls though. You
Gravy?
said rolls. Gravy's on the list.
That's just part of your potatoes.
All right. Corn
Corn.
and then Brussels sprouts number 10.
I don't feel so bad. You made me feel dumb that I didn't have
Well,
the rest of this
I
list.
feel a little bit down. All right.
Cranberry sauce and gravy? That goes on top of your sides. That's not the side. I'm kind of angry. That doesn't make any sense.
Okay. Let's take a break.
Made
We'll
me
come
feel
back.
dumb about Thanksgiving food.
We got more around the corner. You don't want to miss any of it. When we return, I've got up. I thought ESPN was showing the college football playoff rankings. What's going
Do
on
they have
here?
to wait for this basketball game to end?
No, they don't. Are we being
Yeah,
serious?
they do.
Yeah, they just say next. I don't know what that means. Like, all right.
We're waiting for the college football playoff top
says
25
it says it's
because
on
of
the
the Maui
schedule.
Invitational?
It says it's on the schedule.
Are you serious?
Hey, Annapolis. Let's take a look and see when this thing's going to go. The schedule for me says, I mean, right now, ESPN says, hey, you're watching the college football playoff ranking show. No, I'm not. I'm watching Chaminade. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back.
Weird.
We'll get this figured out. We'll come back. More to go around the corner. Stay with us. 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.